Hi, this is Jayesh Ranjan. I'm the Principal Secretary of IT and Industries here in the Government of Telangana. I'm very happy to be a part of this Headstart conclave. Basically, I'd like to share with all of you that national programs like Startup India and Make in India, etc., are going on, Digital India. But the real action is happening in the states. And of the 29 states which are there in the country, in my sense, there are about 8 to 10 of them which are very, very progressive, who are pushing the envelope. I feel very proud to let you know that Telangana has been recognized as one of the most progressive and startup friendly state in the last 4 or 5 years, which is a very, very big thing for us, because typically when we speak to young entrepreneurs, when we speak to startups, they are extremely skeptical about the government. In fact, I remember when we had first 5 years ago held a small brainstorming session with the startups and asked them what kind of support they require from the government. Unanimously, they had told us that if the government stays away from us, that is the biggest support we can get from them. But we know that they are also giving these kind of answers because of their experience of the government system, how it gets into over regulation, micromanagement, and getting into areas which are completely not required. So of course we know that if we have to be very strategic in our support, that will really give a flourish and a big fillip to the ecosystem here, and that is what we have been doing for the last 5 years. So some of the things that we have done are already well known, well documented. People have recognized us for being the national role models for creating those things. For example, right now we are sitting in the country's largest tech incubator, which is called T Hub, and people in the whole country look up to how T Hub was put together, what kind of curating happens in T Hub to the startups, what kind of support is provided. The policy that we have brought out to encourage startups and innovation is again something which has become a national role model. There are certain features in the policy which the national government today has mandated all other states to emulate and replicate. For example, in our Telangana startup policy, there is a feature that if a startup has a product or solution which is relevant to the government system, then we will procure it bilaterally. This is a very, very radical departure from the conventional government procurement processes. Normally in the conventional process, you have to call for a bidding process. You have to qualify people who will be eligible to participate in that bidding. And obviously, startups who are just beginning, who don't have any track record, you don't have any great net worth or any credit profile, they will just not be able to compete in these kind of conventional procurement processes. So we have done away with those processes. We can bilaterally procure any product or solution from a startup. And I'm very happy to share with you that in the last 4 years or so, more than 3 dozen solutions and products given by startups have been implemented across different government agencies. We now are extremely focused on our next steps. So we know for sure that great innovation and creativity is not happening only in incubators and co-working spaces. In fact, our country is known for its native wisdom. So we have created a state innovation cell which is now going out to the grassroots. They are doing scouting, they are understanding what kind of native wisdom has been applied to solve real problems which people face. We are also clear about creating a regular steady pipeline which will tomorrow occupy spaces like the T Hub or the V Hub or other incubators that we have. So we are going to the colleges. We are creating entrepreneurship cells which are extremely vibrant and dynamic. We are conducting lots of boot camps for even school students as well as college students. Similarly, we have a very unique platform in this state which is called RICH, the Research and Innovation Circle of Hyderabad. Hyderabad as a city has the good fortune of having a large number of top class, international class R&D institutions, but unfortunately we noticed in the past that all of them used to operate in silos. There's hardly any connect with the corporates, not the least with startups. So this particular platform that we have created, Rich, brings together all these R&D institutions. So the gates of more than 3 dozen R&D institutions have opened up for startups. Corporate challenges are now channelized through Rich, through T Hub. So all in all, the contribution that the government has made in creating a very meticulous ecosystem here in Telangana is something which has become the talk of the town, and I feel very proud to be a part of it right from the beginning. So I once again welcome everyone who has come from outstation to Hyderabad to see for themselves what kind of advantages we offer to startups to set up their institutions here, to scale up their activities here. Access to markets is of course very much there, but besides that, the good quality infrastructure, high levels of curation, the access to R&D institutions, government support in becoming your first customer are certain things which you will not find anywhere else in the country.